to the topic of the discussion and hit the issues you typically find reluctant. Remove the facade to fill the gap with some substance. We undermining problems, expecting to overcome it. Please hold the applause. We doing it for the cause. People follow culture before they follow the laws. We rather face the friction and not attempt it at all. Persistence will find solutions once our contentment dissolves. There's a hard pill to swallow for anyone breathing, both for folks who stay woke and those who be dreaming. We ain't slaves, yet we still ain't experienced freedom. What we need is the keys to access the kingdom. We're all in this fallen world trying to stay intact. I'm just a beggar, point you out to where the bread is at. So follow the breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel. Thank Yogi Bear and the thought engineer for that on
Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. I'm Derek, the thought engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yogi. How you feeling today, man?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Let's get right down to business.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button.
Tell Big Mama, your cousin, and them. Tell that person who ain't quite kin that you really tight with, that he like a cousin, a play cousin. Tell him.
Let him know.
Like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you guys on our TikTok, follow us and like us on TikTok as well, because those numbers are rising, and we appreciate all of the everything, of the subscriptions and everything that we've gotten. But hey, we can do better than that. We can do better. We want some plaques. We want some plaques in the back, huh? Am I lying? We want
some plaques. That's what's up. Some plaques. Well, we not gonna hold up. We're gonna get into it, but let me let y'all know this is Man Talk Mondays. It's an open forum where we give you the rational realities of relationships, but of course we're doing it from a man's perspective. Now keep in mind, this conversation is not just for men. We want everybody to join into the conversation. How you do this, go into the comment section, leave your comment, leave your question. We can see it, but by all means, we want to hear from you, right? So, kinfolk, where you at? Pull up. We want to see you, kinfolk. Be present and accounted for, kinfolk. Right?
Hey, yeah, y'all pull up.
All right. So we're gonna get into this one tonight, real quick. Just a quick statistic. So in the United States, the demand for paternity testing is on the increase, and it's running right around 300,000 paternity tests. 300,000 paternity tests annually.
That's a lot of sexing
in the United States.
Ooh, that's a lot of ooh baby, ain't it?
And about 30% of the tests is presumed that somebody who thought they were the biological father is not the biological father.
Wow.
And they say even, beyond that, these are just the people who actually get tested. So the number is probably a lot higher than that, right? Which brings about a situation. There are men who are finding out after a child has been born, and sometimes significantly after, that you ain't their baby daddy, right? So we're talking about tonight, you are not the father. Should he stay or walk away? You are not the father. Should he stay or walk away? Talking about that man finds out, should he just stick it out? Or should he say, you know what? Holla at y'all. Chunk the deuces. Right? That's a lot, man.
This is a lot. This is a lot, man. This is a lot. And I want everybody to know this a lot. And I'm telling y'all now, my opinions are those of mine and not the show that's served. Because it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Because these are decisions that you got to make that's going to affect the rest of your life.
Oh, man.
And not only your life, but somebody else's life as well.
An innocent life.
Yeah, that didn't have nothing to do with it.
Had nothing to do with it.
Didn't do no huffing and puffing.
No pumping and sweating.
None of that. and his life is going to be all too fair by these decisions.
Absolutely. Man. Absolutely. But we got a video. We got a quick video that we want to show, right? Young man went through this scenario. So we're gonna show the video, real quick, and we're gonna get into this discussion.
Why you been lying to me?
What have I been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I saw it.
How DNA test gonna say?
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me? Like, what can you say for yourself right now?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
And why?
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son.
All right.
Oh.
Went through the phone, finds a message of baby mama bragging to her friends,
Kiki,
making him the joke.
Oh my goodness, man! You know what? And see, you already done got away with it.
Yeah.
Why put his face in the mud for it?
Right.
You done got you have secured a place for you and your son or daughter, and you got a guy on the hook that's willing to take care of him.
Right.
Why it's not enough to get away. It ain't enough to get away. You got to do donuts in front of the bank. Right. You just robbed the bank. You done robbed the bank.
Do donuts
you
in front of the bank.
You got to do donuts in front of the bank now. It ain't enough to rob the bank and get away. It ain't
diabolical, enough. Brother. Diabolical. Let's keep it going.
So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something? Like, how could you do this to me?
You know what?
What?
You had no business going through my phone and getting
You care more about me going
son.
through your phone than you lying to me about my son not being mine? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You care more about being humiliated and me finding out that our son is not really my son and that he has a different father. I sure have, because I thought he was my son. Because you've been lying to me this whole time.
Now let's say something real quick. He said you care more about being humiliated than telling me that that's not my son. Because she worried more about him going into the phone.
She's not really worried about that.
What's she not worried about the phone?
She's not really worried about it. She busted. She don't have nothing.
You got to deflect?
What? You think she gonna stand in there and say, yeah, I did it? No, I got to deflect. I got to put it on something that's not really important because you busted me and I don't know what I'm going to do about this, because if you could put me and the baby out, and however old baby, you put us out.
But wouldn't you hope that somebody would just go ahead and say, man, you know what, you got me. Just fess up.
Well, how about this?
What's the deflection?
There is a reason why he went through her phone. He didn't just go through her phone on a whim.
Okay.
There is a reason why he went through her phone.
That was suspicions.
Man.
Okay. All right. All keep it rolling.
What are you talking about? Does it matter?
It does matter. Are you crazy? What do you mean? That absolutely matters. Like, you don't see anything wrong with what you did? You don't see anything wrong with what you did? You've been lying to me. You've been sitting here lying to me for 11. Of course I love him, but I can't. But you guys can't stay. You can't stay here anymore.
Where we gonna go?
I don't know. It's not my problem. 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 You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. I don't know. It's not my problem. I did my job. I did my job. I did my job as a dad. I did my job as a dad. You can't stay here anymore. Y'all gotta go. Both y'all can't stay anymore. No, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
That brother said, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I can't deal with it. Y'all gotta go.
It seems kind of harsh, him saying y'all got to get out, and the baby, son or daughter. It doesn't say how old the child is.
Hold on. 11 years.
Oh, so the baby.
She been lying to him for 11 years. Swiss for Real Basketball says sad. Absolutely. He says I be hurt as well. Who wouldn't be?
I'm gonna be more than hurt. Somebody got to hurt with me.
Oh,
I can't be hurting by myself.
So is that the reason for putting them out? I gotta make you hurt.
Because I gotta make you hurt. But this the thing. I don't know if I'm as hurt because you playing me for a fool. And what I mean by that is you laughing and talking with people about what you've done. It ain't enough. Again, I keep saying this. You got away with the bag already. You got away. It ain't enough to get away. Girl, this how foolish this fool is. That's what? Man. You can't even get away and be happy. You got to continue to rub my nose in it.
Wow. You back there bragging to your friends about getting away with it.
Like you wanted to get caught.
Wow.
Because I'm sure you were leaving clues like you wanted to get caught.
So you feel she wanted to get caught?
Oh man. Bro, because she wanted to get caught because she didn't believe that he would do nothing.
Oh, so she took him for a sucker. Whole lollipop. Huh?
She kiki.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you on that.
She queen kiki.
I feel you on that. But this is a scenario that plays out way too much in our society. This, you are not the father situation. I gotta admit, I got a guilty pleasure of watching old clips of paternity court, right? And you get in these situations and
the woman swear,
you the only one.
I ain't looked at another man. I ain't even been in the same room with another man.
I ain't taught nobody. Ain't nobody taught me. And it comes back, you are not the father.
And look on, and this what I always this what kills me and Derek.
What you got?
What kills us is the woman.
Oh yes.
It's
the tears.
It's like, wait a minute, whoa. You're not in this by yourself.
Hey man, ain't no greater deflection than a woman crying.
Yeah, though you're right.
No greater deflection. Women will cry to get out of something in a heartbeat, or to save face
because you're embarrassed.
Embarrassed. You can't just sit in it. I saw one episode. The guy is over there. Tears coming down his face.
Nobody looking at him.
Nobody looking at him because she is cutting up over there, falling all out and all of this type of stuff. And you knew at least there was a possibility that he was not the father, but you swear up and down, right? But this guy, 11 years, because in a lot of states, you can challenge paternity, but after a certain amount of time, it's no good.
Keep your hoe in check. Is that what we used to say?
Oh, control your hoe.
Control your hoe. Control your hoe in. If you listen, you don't let them bag you in no corner on no paternity test. You go with whatever. I got a flat tire. I'm going to the moon. Whatever you can come up with, don't let them get you in the court. Too many of y'all running to the court like y'all think the baby is y'all heels, and y'all know it ain't.
Yeah, and they would sell it to the end, man.
God,
they would sell it to the
the paperwork gonna change.
Let me explain control your hoe real quick, because people are like, listen, control your hoe, it means everybody got a little inner wholeness in them. They got a little bit in them, but you need to control it.
Yes.
So control your control your inner hoe, right? Don't be out there just busting it open. Right, because you end up with situations like this.
How you gonna let him shoot the club up?
Shooting it up, man. Just shooting it up.
And it's what's really bad about it is you got a good thing.
Yeah,
you actually got a good thing with a good dude. But this the dude you really been wanting to know. Yeah, this the dude you've been kind of wanting to hang on to.
Oh yeah,
I want to give him.
Because let me get.
Go ahead.
Switch for Real says this has been an issue since the 70s. I would venture to say it goes back way further than that. Ifia says, what did I walk into? LOL. We're going in tonight. We're going in tonight because we're tired of the foolishness. Because I know I have a friend who had this happen to him. Now, he was blessed enough to catch it before I think the limitations ran up. Right? Because every state has their own rules about how long you have to actually challenge. So women will hide it long enough for you to, not be able to really challenge it and get it overturned. So the friend of mine, girl came to him, you know, I'm pregnant by you, you the baby daddy, all this type of stuff. And he accepted it wholeheartedly, right? We used to go out in the club. He would, you know, get his son, be riding around with his son, all this type of stuff. And he would put him to bed before we went out to the club and all this. He was doing all this. He was locked in. And he goes over to pick the child up one day. Goes over to pick the child up. A little baby girl, little girl running around the house. Says, I don't know what he coming over here for. That ain't his baby.
Wait a minute. Who said it?
A little girl.
Just in the house.
A little kid in the house. You talk around kids. You talk around kids, and kids just say what come to their head.
Lord have mercy.
Man, when I tell you that hurt him so bad.
Well, it hurt him bad because he, you know, and it's the worst part. Most of the time, men want kids. Men want that son.
Oh yeah,
we want that.
Yeah.
And when you take that from me, man, and not on that, it's the deception behind it.
Yes.
Like that. But I thought, because I think oftentimes we think we mean more to women than we actually do.
Oh.
It's like, wait a minute, you think enough of me? I need to close up. You didn't think enough of me to tell me the truth? Because you know I would have killed you.
We don't condone violence.
You know I would have killed you.
Proverbially, right? Literally, we don't condone violence.
Like non-existent. I don't know. I don't deserve that from you. All I want is what I'm giving you back. I'm trying to take care of you. I'm trying to do this and you do this to me. Oh, no, you can't do this to me. And then it ain't even enough for you to do it to me when it's just me and you. You want to get on TV and do it to me and let everybody see. They clowning me on the streets.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. They probably clowning you beforehand because a lot of times other people know before you know. Because that other dude running around town too.
He talking.
Right. Because she probably didn't let him know. And based on his reaction, because that's what happened with my friend. The guy whose baby it really was, he was married.
Oh.
He was married, and when she came to him, he was like, that ain't my son. He would even, my friend, whenever they were in the same vicinity, he'd be like, man, that's old boy baby right there, man. That bad. That bad. Yes. Carmen says, not the close-up. Kelly Johnson says, other knew before the man found out. Yep. Pillow talk is real. Yeah. Absolutely. And people talk.
I can't get over the fact this is a game to people.
Oh man. You know, dangerous game.
Well, people like drama. Mm-hmm. I'm noticing that people like drama, but for you to be on the phone, laughing, talking with your friends about it, this is something that this is 11 years old. Oh, I'm still the fool.
They knew the whole time.
You don't know what?
Your girls, girls know.
But you don't get I don't get the respect from you as a father to the child. You know, man, and this is the thing that whoops my legs. I am actually showing your child what the father should be like.
Oh, bro.
And I can't get no respect from you while doing it. You don't even want to hide it. You want to make a mockery of me and with all your friends like you, because you've gotten away with some honesty and distrust.
Yeah. And we've talked about how men typically revert to anger because they feel like anger is the only acceptable emotion to show without coming across as weak. So a man will be hurt, but you're going to get anger.
But now, let me say this. Don't nothing hurt like that man putting you and that baby out of the house and that baby trying to figure out mama what's going on. And mama got to explain. Got to explain to him why he putting us out.
Wow.
Because if that baby is 11, that baby is old enough to know, hey, what's going on?
Oh yeah,
Daddy,
man.
why you doing this?
Yeah.
And talk to
Daddy,
your mom.
why are you doing this?
Talk to your mom
right.
about it.
Not Richard, not Paul, not with Daddy. Why are you doing this? Right. So asking the question, you are not the father. Should he stay or walk away? Do you think men in this situation, right? It's been years. You've accepted this child as your own. You are emotionally attached to this child. This is your baby, this your kid, everything. You find out you're not the father. And what do? Do you stick it out and say, you know what? I don't care. I've accepted this baby. I've been taking care of this child all this time. I'm going to keep taking care of the child. Or do you say, nope, you got to deal with this yourself?
Well, the pain, I got pain in my I got pain.
You need some water?
Dude, I'm like, dude, I can only imagine the pain.
Oh, bro.
The pain that I would be feeling if somebody, if this happens to me. But I guess the crazy thing is this. I'm willing to do whatever you willing to do. But this the thing.
Okay.
As long as you can come clean about it, and I don't want you to tell me, but I want you to tell everybody that's involved, the kids. I want you to tell everybody, hey, mom was out in them streets, and this man is not your husband, but this man has decided that he's going to take care of us, even though he's not my father, your father.
Not the father.
And the reason why is because I want an example of what a real man does for the kids, even when he finds out that you're not mine.
Do you think a man in that situation can get his proper respect? I'm gonna get back to that question. Let me get Carmen. She says, in addition to the pain that this man is about to endure, she never thought well enough of the impact of the child.
Never thought about it.
Completely selfish.
No.
Completely selfish. Kelly Johnson says, preach, John. Actions also have consequences. I'm gonna get into that a little bit more in just a minute, but hold on. Cheryl says he probably would have stayed if she had told him in the beginning. At least give him the opportunity to decide what he is willing to do up front. Saw a movie today, talking about what Cheryl just said. This guy goes to his girl, he's in love with her, but she's pregnant by another dude, and she tells him that she's pregnant. And he said, he asked about the father situation, and he said, but I love you and I want to take care of this child. I don't want this child to grow up in that situation. So he accepted it, but he knew up front. Kelly says, I had a friend this happened to, and he ended up walking, not because of the child, but because of the mother. She knew she played the game, but when it blew up in her face, she couldn't lay in the bed she made. So let's just go on, get into it then. Do women really accept the consequences of their actions, or are they looking for somebody to take the heat off of them?
Okay, but a couple of things. Women don't, but let me say this. It's not their faults, though.
Okay.
It's not their fault.
Okay.
Because society is set up to where we cover them. We cover them, birth control, we cover them, they can if they used to, they can go get abortions. We cover them when they make for things. We got a day after pill, we got a 3-week pill after you done fail. We got things that cover women. And so in a society that covers for women expect that to keep going. They expect that to keep going, and they expect that to not to be able to have to look that thing in the face. Well, the problem with,
I get what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. Traditionally, it has been the men's responsibility to cover women in situations, but there was more appreciation for the coverage, and now the appreciation is turned into entitlement.
Well, yeah.
Where it's not, I messed up, thank you for covering me. It's, I messed up, let me find a fool to cover me.
Yes. And again, and to Dr. Slim's point, I'm not saying all women.
No, we're not saying we talk about the triflings. That we,
no, but I'm saying
let me specify.
But how, as a woman, then let me ask Dr. Selena this: how can you not fall into a comfort zone when everybody is catering to covering for you? How can anybody fall into a place where they don't get used to that? That's almost impossible. I get it, because some type of morality should come forth, but you got to have morals when you're doing this anyway.
Yeah. Because here's the thing people got to understand. Culture is shaped and formed by what you punish versus what you reward.
Yes.
That's how culture is formed. What you punish, what you reward. Meaning, if you don't get punished for the bad decisions and the trifling stuff that you do, then the behavior continues and it becomes just the thing that we do. So in asking, should he stay or should he walk away, should that woman be made to deal with the full brunt of that decision?
Yes, she should be. I think for nothing else, because of the kids. One of the people that get lost in, as much as the dad is hurt and the mama, whatever the mama's doing, man, the kids in it. And I'm simply saying, because there are kids born, everybody involved needs to be called to the carpet.
Yeah.
The guy that blew the club up.
Yeah.
That shot the club up. I'm sorry, not blew it up, but shot it up. The woman and the guy, everybody needs to be called to the carpet.
Right.
And with the child, so the child knows who the dad is. So I can do this. I'm going to do this, but under the prelim that everybody knows their role in this and what happened. Right. And I need that out front for everybody. Right. I'm not finna play no fool. I'm not going to be a fool no more.
Dr. Selena says that can be said about any gender in different scenarios. I can't let y'all do this. I can't let y'all do this.
That's not what we doing.
Every time we start talking about the trifling stuff women do, it starts turning to this, well, everybody. No, we talking about women. Yeah. Because here's the thing. Men have done trifling stuff for years, and women held the moral code.
And they say, well, your papa was a Rolling Stone. They told the truth about. They ain't say, well, that's just the way your daddy was.
But ain't nobody talking about where he was rolling to. Because he wasn't rolling to just random women. He was rolling to somebody else's woman, I guarantee you.
Well, Derek.
He can't roll unless he got somewhere to roll to.
He got to have a place to roll to. He does. Yes, he does. He does.
And people are not being honest about we call them mistakes. They're not being honest about the mistakes that they've made. And you put somebody else on the hook to cover you unknowingly. At least give them the option to say, you know what? I'll step up and I'll take care of that kid. Give them the option to say that. Dr. Selena says, what about men who just impregnate women and go about living their best life without the consequence of having to daily take care of the child? Go ahead. Go ahead.
But who are the men impregnated? For the life of me, who are they impregnating? Because women control sex. Women control sex. Women controls who impregnates them. They control that. Right. We don't just wake up in the morning and say we're gonna get somebody pregnant. Somebody has to agree. Yeah, you know what? You the man. Even though I got a man that's taking care of me, but you the man today that's gonna shoot the club up.
Yeah. Yeah. The biggest deception that has gotten over on women is sexual liberation. They feel like, oh, I could just have sex with no consequence. Right. Not knowing we always had consequences too.
Yes.
We always had consequences. Yes. And the fact that all these women getting pregnant by the same dudes. Y'all, he got 7 kids already, and you still sleep with him? In what world does that make sense?
What say you, women?
What world? Dr. Selena says they lie. Some women don't know the things they're hiding.
Now that's not to say that all men tell the truth. But you mean to tell me women can discern everything else? They can't discern this?
school. Now,
They can't
you didn't go to
discern
the
BS.
discernment, did you?
They can't discern BS.
You didn't go to the
They
discernment.
can't
did you?
discern BS.
Oh my goodness,
Dude, we can sit here and make excuses for people all we want, but come on, man, call it spade a spade.
We got Selwyn Burley Wagner says, no matter what, it's always going to be the man's fault.
What up, Selwyn?
And listen to that point, and this is why this thing has gotten out of hand and it's so detrimental. Remember, culture is formed by what you reward versus what you punish. If you don't get punished or get consequences for your actions, you continue the actions, even to the point that it just becomes your mode of operation. Doc Selena is back again. She says, so both people play a part. No. We are not going to absolve anybody of the responsibility.
If y'all can see this girl.
We are not going to absolve anybody of the responsibility. Okay. So to your point, when it comes, but
we can't get pregnant though. Okay, go ahead.
So both people play a part in the foolery.
But we can't get pregnant though.
Yeah, we can't. We can't. And plus, it's more on y'all, because if a man gets a woman pregnant, there's a question. There ain't ever no question. If a woman get pregnant, you know that's your baby.
Hold on a second. On these shows that they on, they arguing that it's somebody else's that they know it's not.
Right.
We just can't. Oh, they don't know that it ain't theirs. They don't have a clue. They just the club, the doors was open to the legs that night, and everybody came in the party.
Cheryl says,
no.
A cunning person is a cunning person, regardless of their gender.
You know what?
That woman conned him. Oh yeah, she conned him.
Yes,
she definitely conned him.
Yes, she did.
Kelly Johnson says facts. But what we gonna stop doing when we start talking about what women are doing, can't stop trying to group everybody in. We understand men have been known to have issues for years, but y'all been trying to skate around y'all. We got to get to y'all real quick, right? Swish for Real says the fact that you stated that they get impregnated by the same type of guys speaks volumes, right? Because everybody challenging everybody else. Every woman challenging every other woman trying to capture that man.
Yes.
And he just reaping all the benefits. And what you do, you get a man less desirable to foot the bill.
Oh, whoa, the nerd dude that looked like he gonna make money.
Oh yeah. And
he come in, it's your baby.
Yeah.
And you know it's the dude that ain't worth 2 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dude, somebody make me help me understand.
Listen, here's the thing. Trifling women,
T-rifling.
Right? I'm saying trifling women. Trifling women have sex based on 2 things: fun and funds.
Oh, D broke that down to the essence.
Fun and funds. They have sex for fun with the person they really want, but they bring another dude in for the funds.
Yes.
To foot the bill for their consequences.
Yes, true. Oh, D, that's good, man.
Fun and funds.
Yes, that's good.
Trifling women. I said trifling women. Right?
But make me understand why you just won't tell the truth.
Big question.
At least give them the chance.
Why do trifling women put public perception above everything else? Everything else takes a back seat. What you should have told a kid, what you should have told a guy, what you should have told a guy that you really got pregnant by, everything goes back to I don't want nobody looking at me like I'm out there in them streets. But the truth is,
they know you in the streets.
Right? They see you every time.
You still got a leg out there. You think they don't know you in the street? They know. Every time they walk by, your legs open. They know. And the contrary to what people think, men talk, y'all.
Oh yeah.
We know who's doing what.
Absolutely.
Why you think men keep hanging around?
Absolutely.
You think they're hanging around you because you cute.
Right.
You stop it.
Right. They heard.
Stop.
They heard.
They know who doing what.
They heard. And let me let you in on a little something. A man will sleep with a woman, go back to his boys and say, and challenge them to do the same thing. And challenge them. Man, I told you, man, this, tell them how it was and everything. And then say, man, dude, that's on you, man. You want to go, go give it a shot. Cheryl said, fun or funds. Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nail on the head. I'm trying to talking about trifling women. I'm specify trifling women is what we're talking about. Right. And these are women who string a man along. And you do that because you understand if I can get him emotionally tied in long enough, even when the fallout happens, he's still going to come through.
Well, because the judge said, you've been in that baby's life for 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. You shouldn't you stay?
Well, yeah, the courts say they act on the child's best interest. The child's best interest. Now, if you're not married, then there comes a situation of signing the birth certificate. If you sign the birth certificate under the assumption that you are the father,
then you got to pay.
Right, you got a certain amount of time.
Before you can off.
Challenge it before you can get off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're married, you're automatically assumed to be the father, right? Kevin Lewis says, sad part to that is most guys that are around for the funds usually know. I just put the club always being open over reality. Absolutely. Some guys, because even in your jacked up, tore down state, you are still a prize to them. This guy been eyeballing you since high school. He been wanting you since high school. Yeah. You never looked this way, never gave him a shot or nothing. And he still sees you as that beautiful young girl that I wanted in high school. And now, and I hate to say this, but you done got ran through and everybody else know it, but he still values you like that same girl that he was in love with. And so he will step up.
And you not though. Ooh, you not.
Well, you know what?
Ooh,
you know what?
Not.
And it's listen.
But wait, hold on. You not. Listen to me. You not. Look at the mirror. Look in there. Turn sideways. Keep turning. All that. You not. And you got somebody that want to care about you and you want to play games. This ain't no game. When did this become a game? This ain't no game. Lives are at stake.
Exactly. And the children didn't ask for it. The children did not ask for it. And we play these games at the children's expense. Because you let that man get involved with that child and then you rip that relationship away from him. You destroy the kids. I have one of my best friends. Granted, he stepped into a stepfather role. She didn't pull the fast one on him and say, DJ, he knew they weren't his kids. But since they were little, he was there.
He was there. Mm-hmm.
And they grew up knowing him as daddy.
That's all they knew.
They were stable, doing well in school, and if you got a stable home, kids can,
they thrive in it normally.
His wife started cheating on him. The kids knew
that the mom was cheating.
That she was cheating.
Mom, you about to mess the bag up.
One of them said that. He said he didn't know what she was talking about, but he heard one of the girls telling Mama, Mama, you wrong. Mama, you wrong. You wrong for that.
I read the book, the Pimp book.
Oh, Iceberg Slim.
I read this book, and he said his mom was with somebody, and they were thriving.
Wow.
And she left him for a hustler guy. And he said the guy was begging his mom not to leave. He said, man, I was school and everything we were doing well.
Wow.
And that her leaving that dude changed the trajectory of his life.
Yeah.
He was then Iceberg Slim out.
Right. We talking about one of the most notorious pimps ever to walk the earth. Iceberg Slim.
Yeah.
And he has a book called Pimp, right?
Yeah.
He called Pimp. And his backstory, his mama left a good man in a stable house to run after this hustler dude and changed the trajectory of his life completely.
That beat her like she was in a Ray Leonard fight.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
This what you said.
This what you left. Right. Right. Switch for Real says the traditional relationships are no longer a thing in this present time. Sad to say that it's just a hookup culture now. Right. And that's the culture, the hookup culture.
And not only that, but the culture says, okay, ladies, what can I get away with? The culture is, what can you get away with?
Yeah. Tricking. Right.
So you know what they say.
Specifically, it
ain't tricking if you got it. That's what a friend might.
Because if that man can pay your car note, if he can buy you a car, and it don't mean nothing to him, then you don't mean nothing to him. If it don't mean nothing to him, you don't.
Wow, say that.
You don't. But you ain't there for him anyway. You there for the prizes,
for the funds.
You there for the funds, right? Right? Ain't no skin off his back.
Oh, you said that, D.
Ain't no skin off his back because he got it.
Yes.
But one thing I've noticed, you ever notice how, take a Mercedes, right? Mm-hmm. Mercedes is a car that, it's a status symbol. Most people like Mercedes. You have certain people who can afford a Mercedes, a brand new Mercedes, right? Mm-hmm. But you have people who want a Mercedes and can't afford one.
Or you have the people that get one and can't afford the maintenance on it. And when you go back and see it, you be like, "Oh, y'all should have got y'all a Chevrolet or something."
Oh man, stay with me, right? You got the people who can't afford it, and you have the people who want it but can't afford it. Mm-hmm. But just to have a Mercedes, they will get one that's so old
that all you see is the ends on it.
And all they care about is, I got a Mercedes. They wait till the value is within range of what they can afford. And they want it so bad that they still get the Mercedes. They can't get a new one. They can't afford it. It's out of their range. When women play these games, your value decreases to the point to where there is somebody who still wants you, even though your value has dropped.
Boy, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I'm talking about your relationship market value. I'm not talking about your value as a person as a whole. I'm talking about when it comes to relationships. They want you so bad, they will still take you no matter what. All of the bumps, all of the dings, all of the engine problems, all of the stuff, and they will still buy that car because they want it just that bad. I've seen it too many times. Because here's one thing women have to understand. Like you said, men talk. And if everybody done tossed you up, trust me, all the guys know. But there is still always this one guy, I don't care.
And
I want her.
Don't know why. And we be like, dude, we all ran in there and ran through. Not me, but them had all ran through her in there.
And it's not so much a problem. Is everybody deserves love. My thing is, will you appreciate that man though? Will you appreciate that guy who looks at you and says, you still beautiful to me, you still valuable to me?
And you not.
It's the value, you being valued to him enough? Or do you need to be valuable to everybody else?
Because you not valuable no more.
Lance D. Rockmore, what up? Rockmore. Okay. All right. Yeah. I almost got it right. Yeah. He says, when you in it for the wrong reason, you will end up with the wrong results. And the people that get hurt the most are not the decision makers. Absolutely right.
Wow.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
We have all felt the brunt of somebody else's decisions, namely parents. We all wish we had parents that made good decisions, but the truth of the matter is we were subject to parents that didn't make good decisions. Yes. And we just had to ride it out. We just had to ride it out. Kelly say, and they say this model year, I liked, please, right, boy, they built them right back in 85, man. That's why I want that 85, but that 90, they don't build them like that 85 no more.
They don't. They don't have a carburetor in them no more.
They don't even make the replacement parts with that thing no more. Cheryl says, wow, you depreciate and he still wants you. That's fine. Listen.
Oh, wow.
There is always a guy. There is always a guy because he still sees you as that person that he wanted even years ago.
And you not. And you not. And that's the dude that's always in court saying that ain't his baby. That's the dude that's in court. The dude that thought enough for you to be with you. Mm-hmm. While you was letting somebody shoot the club up. Think about that. Somebody else shot the club up while y'all was in a relationship together. And you'll get up there and you quoting scriptures and everything. One was quoting scriptures.
Oh yeah.
Jesus and Lord. I'm like, girl, stop.
Yeah. No, it turned out she swore up and down. She said, if he ain't the daddy, I'm the Virgin Mary. She said it specifically. That's what she said. If he ain't the daddy, I'm the Virgin Mary, right? Judge, you are not the father. Well, I don't know God's plan. The judge was like, no, you ain't gonna bring God into this.
You just go lie.
Where was he when you was making this decision?
You just gonna lie. You just gonna lay in it.
Right.
Listen, let me say this. And I'm not saying, because I think sometimes it's misconstrued. I'm not saying that we perfect, because we far from it. And we all have made bad relationship decisions. But I think the problem is when we decide we want to double down on it.
Right.
When you want to double down, listen, all I'm saying is, hey, listen, if you make a mistake, stand on that mistake. I blew that, y'all. But hey, listen, but I think enough of us to where I think that we can, that if you hang around, we can get through this. But because relationships have to be worked at.
Yeah.
And that's whether you do it all right or you're doing it wrong. Relationships still have to be worked at, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm simply saying, give that person deserves the right to know so he can make a decision that he has to live with. Because there ain't nothing worse than finding out 10, 15 years later, or after you don't got through paying child support. And if I pay child support for 18 years, I'm going to run over you with my car.
Now, luckily, there are states that are starting to, combat this. I think Tennessee passed a law that
they put you in jail or something.
No, they looking.
Can I get my money back?
They're looking at maternity fraud in Tennessee. But
that'll be something.
Before you sign the birth certificate, you have to have a DNA test. So you gonna know.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's only fair, man.
Oh yeah. No, it's only fair. But here's the thing. A guy turns out not to be the father after years of thinking he's the father, and he decides, that's still my baby. I'm gonna raise this child. Will he get the respect he's due for that sacrifice he's making?
No.
Why not?
Not nearly, because we don't. We don't do it for the respect. We do it because it's the right thing to do. And if we're doing it for any reason other than that, trying to get respect, trying to get anything else, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. Because you're doing it to make an impact on the child's life and hopefully hers as well.
But is it a sacrifice or is it his duty? Because he assumed responsibility.
It ain't his duty. He ain't got no duty. He got the same duties that dude had to that booty that gave it to him. He ain't got no duty.
Because there are several people who've been robbed of their right to choose. Right?
That's all I'm asking.
Women have been fighting this ever since the abortion thing got turned over. They are up in arms. We want our right to choose, but you rob a man of his right to choose. You rob the biological father of his right to choose, and then you rob that man that you lied to for years of his right to at least accept the child on the right terms because he wanted to. not because he was fooled into it. So what about their right to choose?
But you know why women won't do that? Because I would rather be snickering about you behind your back with my girls and make me look like that I did something, rather than own up and tell the truth about, girl, yeah, I was out in the streets, girl, and this is the result of it. Now I go through hell in my house trying to keep everything together because of the mistake I made. Don't nobody want to be real and fess up to the mistakes they made.
And let me just tell you, your girl's talking about you anyway.
Cause she done told her dude. Cause if you think her dude ain't looking at you like trifling help, you think he looking at you like that?
Yeah. And you wonder why the fellas don't get together and all that. Man, I ain't running with that. That dude, he old fool over there. I ain't running with him. He don't even know that ain't his baby. Nah. Kelly says, and you rob the kids. Let's not forget about that.
Oh,
absolutely. Because if you think it ain't gonna ever come up, once that story comes out, that whole "you ain't my daddy," it's gonna come down to it one day.
It's amazing when we having our fun, we don't consider everybody that's involved in it.
Yeah,
man, kids don't ask to be here.
Yeah,
kids are a reflection of things that we doing.
Yeah, and society is the way it is because of these decisions that we made, and it's all centered around sex and the abuse of it.
Yeah, but there's some people that got some good sex out there.
Oh boy,
that's what I heard though. Not from me. A friend of mine had told me.
He had told me. Listen, God knew that this thing. Well, let me just put it this way.
That was Derek.
That wasn't me. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you be wishing that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. No.
But you should see the studio. Everybody like this.
So everybody talking about this alpha male, beta male, all this type of stuff and all that foolishness. And, everybody want to be an alpha. Truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for these betas, a lot of y'all wouldn't have daddies.
When you say beta, what you know about butchers?
No.
I'm just asking.
Betas are, supposed to be the weaker dudes.
Oh, okay.
The simps that they call, right?
Okay.
That rhetoric that they put out there and all that type of stuff. But if it wasn't for those dudes, a lot of babies wouldn't have fathers.
Okay.
Right? And just to set the record straight, an alpha male is not somebody who just all rah. That's not an alpha. It's not an alpha.
Why we got to put those type of labels on?
Anything to have a good dialogue about some foolishness on social media. So, right. But these are the things that we have to consider and we have to think about. The sad thing is most of the people who are listening now are people who have probably gone beyond this point in life. So this next generation, oh my gosh, it does not look promising. Where it said, I believe the children are our future. The future ain't looking too bright, man. Not based on how things go right now. It's looking pretty dim. You got a few kids here and there, granted, but overall, just the ideas that they run on from what we
and the culture though. But the culture, the culture is really different than what it used to be.
Yeah,
it's a lot more. Well, we're so much more relaxed with everything. I was
oh man,
there's something yesterday about how bothered we are with trauma and anxiety because because of the decisions that we making, man. It's decisions that we make, but it's also nobody is suffering the consequences for their decisions. Because if you suffer the consequence, you make different decisions. Yes, sir. Yes, you will.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll be better the next time.
Yes. Right.
You're sure right.
Listen, when them switch hit them legs, Whatever you was doing to get them legs
Boy.
switched, you probably didn't do that no more.
No, because it was a dance you had to do. The switch make you do a dance, boy.
I heard that's what tap dancing came
Boy,
from.
you better ask somebody. Yes, sir. Yes. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
So, bro, down to the end, what you got for the peoples?
Final thoughts. So my final thought for this evening, I almost had to cut the show off early because I had a good one. So my final thought is this. It's amazing how everybody wants to be the lead, dog. Women want to lead and women want to prove that they can lead. You know how you prove whether or not you can lead? It's by how responsible you are. Responsibility is saying that I made a mistake. I was wrong. I did this. I did that. I had sex with this guy and I wasn't supposed to. Responsibility is owning up to your mistakes and going with them head on. That's leadership. It's amazing. Everybody want to run to the front of the line when it comes to leadership, but nobody really wants to do what it takes us to do to be leaders and to lead our families. Moms can lead families just like dads can, but it starts with responsibility. Are we going to take the responsible way to raise our kids? And listen, again, we all make mistakes, but are we going to be responsible in them? Or are we going to be some hoes in them? Because right now, y'all being some hoes and y'all about that bush. That's my final thought.
Oh, my goodness.
You followed that one.
Let me see what I can do. Well, every other thing that is dangerous that people have to partake in, you need a license to operate. Heavy machinery, especially if it's real dangerous, you need a license and you need training. If it's dealing with something that could damage or harm somebody, like firearms and stuff like that, you need a license and you need training. Here we are, we have the most powerful thing that humans possess, is the power to create a whole nother human. And we treat it so careless. Sex creates people, not just babies. We talking about a whole living, breathing person with their own mind, their own will, and their own emotions. And we play it like it's a game. Because we take it too lightly, there are casualties. The same way, if you play with firearms, if you play with heavy machinery, if you play with a car and you don't respect the power that it has, somebody's going to get hurt. And it's typically innocent people. There are too many innocent kids that have been hurt, their lives been turned upside down because we play with this thing called sex. And you should have a license. God said you're supposed to have a license to operate that thing. But because we don't respect that, this is what we get. Like I say all the time, God is right about everything. We just need a few people to prove him right by just doing what he says. And that's my final thought.
I got a license to put you in this blender. Get on in this blender, girl. Hey, listen, we're just trying to get people to make more responsible choices and decisions, man. It ain't always the easiest thing to do. It ain't always the easiest thing to do, but man, we really need to start making better decisions because they killed the TV. Listen, the TV shows are full of us. Yeah. And I'm trying to see the next person who came back. Anybody came back twice. Because enough people to keep running that thing, man. We need to do better. Yeah. We need to do better.
So, real quick, little birdie told me that you got a little something going on coming up, man. So let the people know what you got going on.
I'm gonna be in Little Elm this weekend, man. On the 31st, they having a meet and greet out at the hotel, out at the Elm Hotel in Little Elm off of El Dorado Parkway. I'll be there I think it starts from 3 to 8. I think I'll be on stage after 5 o'clock. So y'all show up after 5. Simone said we're gonna have a good time. It's a meet and greet. So it's a meet and greet. So I'm looking forward to it. We should have a lot of fun, man. You guys come check it out if y'all in the neighborhood.
So you hitting the stage?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get back.
He hitting the stage. He is hitting the stage. We're gonna post the flyer to our page so you can get the details. We don't have all the details, right? I mean, we have all the details. We just don't have where you can see it. So we'll post it, be looking for it, and go out and support my man. He's going to be doing his thing. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there because me and my wife going to be celebrating 16 years of marriage.
Will y'all be back Monday or we off Monday?
Yeah, we'll be back Monday.
Oh, man.
We'll be back Monday.
All right, yay.
In the meantime, in between time, thank y'all for stopping by. We appreciate y'all, kinfolk, for pulling up. Now go ahead, put your chairs back where you got them, get your trash, and I'll pick up around you. Don't leave nothing behind. All right?
Y'all be blessed, man. It's been a great one.
Gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.